and welcome back to my animal education series. Today I'm at the Lehigh Valley Zoo with Richard. Hello.
Hello.
What is this?
This is a Solomon Island skink, or a prehensile-tailed skink, sometimes called a monkey-tailed skink as well, because they do have a prehensile tail with which you can see as it wrapped around the branch now. They can actually use that for helping themselves climb, hanging on to branches as they go through the canopy.
I see that this guy is shedding a lot.
Yes, he is in a shed right now. And lizards, generally, unlike snakes, which shed in one piece, usually lizards shed in patches. So you see some shed up here around his neck, also some around along his tail and rear legs.
How big do these lizards get?
This is pretty much the size. They might, especially a female, might get a third as much bigger than this.
What do these lizards eat in the wild?
They eat a lot of vegetation. They like leafy food, and they live in the canopy, so it's readily there for them.
What do you feed them here?
Here we give them a salad, basically, of greens, and they also get some fruit and vegetables, and an occasional cricket or mealworm, superworm.
He seems to not mind when I'm just holding him like this.
They're pretty laid-back lizards. They're generally docile, unless they're ready to have young. Then they might get a little feisty in defense of their offspring.
What is that stubby nose or snout adapted for?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure why their heads are adapted this way. They certainly don't need to have the long, pointy snouts that a lot of other skink species have, because they aren't working on the ground. They're up in the trees. A lot of other skinks actually do a certain amount of burrowing through leaf litter or even sandy soil. These are in the canopy all of their lives, so they don't need to have that snout for digging.
Is this green and brown to help them camouflage in the canopy?
Absolutely. Those are colors, and you notice that it's not a completely green animal. It does have the darker in there, and that gives it more of a dappled effect, which is the effect you get with the sunlight coming through between the leaves. You don't have a big patch of light, you have just little spots of light, a dappled effect, and it'll camouflage them with that.
I see and feel some of these claws on here are adapted for climbing. Absolutely.
They have large, sharp claws because they do a lot of climbing.
They are indeed sharp, and you can feel that on my pinky. And you said this tail's used for grabbing the branches?
For helping them climb, yes.
What other interesting characteristics are about this skink? What do you like about it?
An interesting thing is that you'll find in the wild that the adults will take the higher levels of the canopy, because that's where they have the best situation to get themselves into the sun to thermoregulate, since they are ectotherms, or what we often call cold-blooded. Whatever temperature they're in is the temperature they are. So their thermoregulation is by going in and out of the sunlight. If it's too hot, they go back into the shade. If they need to warm up, they get out into the sunlight. So the best place for these skinks to have that ability to move back and forth is in the higher reaches of the canopy. Down lower, you're more in shadow. The lower you get, the more shadow you're in. And you'll find that the different ages, as you go down, the younger ones have to stay down below, and the older ones stay up top.
Well, thank you, Richard, for telling us about these skinks.
You're welcome.
If you guys are liking this series so far, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel.